Yo, what is up guys? It is Flaws bringing you a brand new video. And today's video is going to be a ghost gameplay. I actually was streaming. When I got this gameplay, there was barely any people in this lobby. You guys are going to see very short into the video, about 2 to 3 minutes into the video, you're going to see what happens. I actually am going for the field orders, and there's a sweat in my lobby, and he was kind of getting on my nerves. And so what happened was I killed him, he left, and then he got back into the game. It's that Alex guy you see in the kill feed. So he got into my lobby again. He started sweating so much. I actually got a KEM strike out of a care package because we all know it's boots on the ground. I'm a jetpacker. I'm not good at boots on the ground cards, but I actually am good at boots on the ground cards, just not as good as I have like a 1.8 KD in boots on the ground versus like a 2.4 or a 2.2 in jetpack cards. So yeah, I'm better at jetpack cards, but I enjoy boots on the ground more. So anyways, today's commentary is going to be the second choice that was for yesterday's commentary, or my last upload's commentary. It was the time I got bit by a dog. This is my first. I've had 2 dogs in my life. 2 dogs, both Dobermans, and so they've been the best dogs, the nicest, the most protective dogs. They've been the best dogs. And then I go over to my friend's house to stay the night, and he has a German Shepherd. Now, those dogs are freaking protective. Like, they're the most protective dogs. Like, they're the type of dogs that police use. They're the canine unit dogs, or whatever you want to call them. They're those type of dogs. So I go over to his house. They have him in his cage, and his dad warns me, says, "Hey, when you go in the garage, go in the house, just be careful, cause the dog is in its cage." And the dog's name is Bear. So the dog's name is Bear, and it's a big German Shepherd. That's not a good combination. Nope. And so I'm like, okay, I'm thinking this dog's nice. I walk in there, and next thing I know, I hear the dog go, oh, 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 and start barking at me, trying to get out of its cage. And then my friend, he goes up to the cage and makes sure it's locked. Like, who doesn't make sure the cage is locked when you have a big old dog in the cage? Like, what kind of sense does that make? So he checks to make sure the cage is locked, and he says, yeah, sometimes Bear gets out of the cage when it's locked, so I need to make sure it's locked all the way. Boy! Like, I'm like, okay, I jump when the dog starts barking at me, and I'm like, okay. And then later on that night, we decided to go out and play basketball, because we both play in the same basketball team. We've known each other for a while. We know each other close, like we're really good and close friends. And so we go outside to play basketball. He has a basketball hoop outside his house. He has a basketball goal outside his house in his driveway with a light over top of it and all that. So we go out there, and he forgot the dog was out of the cage. Yeah. And so I have a dog in my house. So his dog smelled my dog. And so his dog was in the garage. We walk out the door. His dog stands there, starts barking, and runs at us. The dog bites me in the leg. And then, I kind of trip over the door and fall into the house. And then he shuts the door in the dog's face and starts yelling at the dog. So, yeah, that's how I got bit by a dog. It was very eventful, and so I spent 2 days at his house, and so that was only the first night. And so I did not go outside when the dog was outside. Nope, no. He had a PS3. We were playing Modern Warfare 3, just chilling in his room. just playing infected because that's the only thing he likes in that game. And I'm like, all right, let's play domination. We go on domination. There's some hackers in that game. We go into TDM. There's a bunch of sweats in TDM. So we just stick to infected. And then he dropped a Moab in infected, and then I dropped a Moab in infected, and then I died 2 or 3 off again. But yeah, I was scared of his dog for the rest of the time I was at his house. And I was at his house for another day and a half. So when we go into church, his dog was in the cage in the garage. And I'm like, Cameron, let me go through the front door instead of going in through the garage. Because this driveway wraps around to the garage. So like the garage is on the side of his house, so like the driveway wraps around the side of it, and so I'm like, let me go at the front door since your dog is in the garage, and I'm not trying to get bit or trying to get scared, and the garage is like right under the master bedroom, and so we do that. I do that. I go out, and then he's like, just to let you know, my dad lets the dog out when we go places, and so they just let the dog roam around in their yard. It has a shock collar, like a whatever you call it, that keeps it in an electric fence. They have an electric fence, and they just keep it in the you know, in their yard and stuff. And his dog has some freaking ups. I didn't know dog. Oh my god, I can't talk, man. I didn't know dogs can jump that high. Like his dog, so his dad has a pickup truck or a truck, whatever you want to call him. And so he puts the thingy down, the I don't know what it's called, like the latch down, and then like the bed of the truck, and so in the trunk and stuff, it's like out and all that. That's out, and his dog can jump up to that. He's like, bear up, and he smacks on the truck, and the dog jumps onto the truck. Oh, and by the way, the type of dog he has is like the type of dog that's in this game when you call in a dog. So yeah, that just making sure you guys know that that's the type of dog I got bit by. So I had a bruise on my leg for about 2 weeks by the dog. It didn't feel too good. I didn't cry or anything, but it hurt like a mother trucker. It just hurt. And like his dad, he was like, don't pet the dog. He was like, the dog doesn't go after you or bite you when I'm out there, but when I'm not out there, don't go out there with the dog out there. That confused the mess out of me when I just said that. But anyways, like he said, don't go out there when I'm not out there and the dog's out there. If that makes sense, yeah, he said that. So, and then I said, okay. And then we get home from church. I made sure his dad got out the car first. And so the dog is out there. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna carefully walk out. I'm gonna carefully walk out of this. So I get out the van and keep it, and he has 7 or 6 other brothers and sisters, well, other siblings. He only has one other brother, so. And so they all get out before me, and then I get out, and I'm feeling like a scared little kid, and they're all 8 years or younger. And so I get out the car, and I'm a 15-year-old getting out the car, scared of a dog. But then again, I am kind of new to, the dog and all that. And he does smell my dog, so yeah, it was not like the best experience. So now I'm scared of pit bulls, Rottweilers, and German Shepherds. Those are the only dogs I'm scared of now. So, and then they have another dog, which is a very tiny, cute little dog. Every time I got near that dog, it growled at me, and so, both of his dogs wanted to eat me. No, and they also had a bunny. And that bunny, sitting in his cage, I'm like, at least this doesn't growl at me. and my dad had a bunny that growled at him. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed the commentary. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you're new, put something down in the comments related to the commentary or the